This is way better than we thought, as we have multiple huge Lakers updates ahead of what's going to be a crazy series starting tomorrow against the Minnesota Timberwolves. These updates have massive implications. We also have some reports that have dropped revealing some things that fans haven't noticed surrounding this team and one way the Lakers are going to absolutely abuse the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're going to break all that down in this episode, folks. But before we get into it, if you're part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for daily Lakers content. Your guys' support has been unbelievable. If you're excited for the playoffs and you're a part of that 90 or so percent who aren't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. It would mean the world to myself and everybody else here on the channel. Again, as we are on the road to the big goal of 19,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a ton to go over today. Man, oh man, we are just hours, 24 hours-ish away from the playoffs, a bit less than 24 hours. We have a ton of different updates to go over, so buckle up. Let's dive right into it. Now, there's a lot of different things. We had some Luka press conference action. We had a bunch of different things today, but let's start with a big injury update. Now, you might think to yourself, we have a couple comments. Of course, this, we expected most people to be available, but LeBron James, who there was some rumblings about if he's fully healthy, all these different things, he is officially probable for tomorrow's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves with Maxi Kleber out. Now, of course, Maxi Kleber is in an interesting spot. He's still practicing with the team, non-contact yet. He is going to be doubtful for most of this series, if not all of it. He could, play a factor later on in the year, or in the playoffs, sorry. LeBron James is 100% healthy, and he was asked, hey, how are you feeling, and is your injury bothering you at all? And he had to say, I'm good to go tomorrow. So some fans are taking that as, okay, maybe he's a little bit hurt. Some fans are taking it as, he's good to go. He's 100% healthy. Let me know down below exactly where you kind of stand on that, because it is an interesting, thing for him. Not really that interesting for him to say, but there's some fans taking it, in an interesting way. Again, they basically asked him, is your injury bothering you? He said, I'm available tomorrow. So he's going to be playing. He is probable. He's playing in game one. I am super excited for finally a playoff run with Luka Doncic, which is something you asked me that months and months ago at the start of the season. It's absurd, but it's better than we thought. And not just, of course, this LeBron James injury update, but just the update in general. Everybody seems to be healthy, but most importantly, there's a camaraderie around this team, and everybody seems to be really playing alongside each other well. We saw it towards the end of the regular season. They finished hot. Austin Reaves has finally kind of figured out where he fits within this big three. LeBron, Luka, of course, all these different guys. We know now that Jackson Hayes is going to be probably starting game one as well. A bunch of different things here, but the updates keep piling on. Let's dive into a couple more here, and this is very interesting. And there's a bunch of different articles that dropped today. Again, it was a pretty big media news dump. Okay, she had a video earlier today on how Rob Pelinka got extended, so they're locking down that. Fantastic move for the Lakers. But Ramona Shelburne dropped this. JJ Redick calls LeBron James the quarterback of the Lakers defense. After games, assistant Greg St. John is often hoarse from barking out coverages, but somehow a team that traded two of its best defenders is playing a unique and elite defensive scheme. Of course, talking about Max Christie and Anthony Davis. And this is going to be the key for the game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is the quarterback of the defense. And we think back to after the Luka Doncic trade, we all knew in order for this team to be elite, you were going to have to see a huge increase of defensive production from everybody else. You traded Anthony Davis, you traded Max Christie, and you got back a poor defender in Luka Doncic. And obviously he's great in every other aspect of his game. Defense is, albeit a little bit better this season, especially with the Lakers, is not his strong suit, right? LeBron James has stepped up. And you think back to a few weeks ago when JJ Redick said LeBron James, prior to his injury, is playing all team defense. He's playing all team at a level that's all team defense. And his first team, second team, third team defense, whatever it is, he was playing fantastic defense. He was moving his feet. He was the most engaged he's ever been. Now, of course, this was before the injury. He was left, hip flexor strain, the groin injury, all these different things that is going on with him. Of course, I'll just throw random injuries on here anyways for the injury report. But JJ Redick has figured out how to play, how to maximize LeBron James, or something we saw Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel, all these guys never do. But most importantly, or at least haven't done to the level of JJ Redick defensively. But most importantly, they figured out how to stop people on defense. Like Nikola Jokic, they ran a scheme with Rui Hachimura being the primary defender. You have guys running help defense, all these different things. But most importantly, LeBron James, if he is healthy and good to go, LeBron's defense is going to be one of the keys. And we're seeing LeBron elevate the defense of everybody else. Jared Vanderbilt's going to be key this series. Austin Reaves on defense is going to be key this series to not get abused, because, again, the Timberwolves have a very interesting team. Another thing, Rui Hachimura. He was asked how the team balances having this week off. He said, I think we needed it. Those past 2 to 3 years, we were in the play-in, so we know how it feels. This week is going to be really important. And, of course, we now know that his knee injury is in a much better spot heading into the playoffs. So this is even better than we thought as it pertains to Rui Hachimura. As I covered in a video a few days ago, his injury that was nagging him, and right after he came back, towards the tail end of the season, he said, okay, it's never going to be 100%. I'm playing 70, 80%, but we need to get out there. I need to get my feet under me and all these different things. He is good to go. And not only is he good to go, ladies and gentlemen, he is 100% at this point. At least it seems like he is, nearing 100%. And again, no one is 100% at this point of the year. But if you're, better than you were when, following your injury, it's a fantastic sign. And again, this is the first time in a very long time, 2-3 years, first time in a very long time, they are not in the play-in spot, which is going to pay huge dividends going forward. And man, it is just an exciting time to be a Lakers fan. We get to watch Luka Doncic play against, in a playoff series, and we're not watching him from, the opposition side. We're watching it from the Luka Doncic side. A few other things. You can see this here from Brian Windhorst that it gained a lot of traction on Twitter, but I want to take in for what he actually said. He said, Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves can fit together beautifully, and they can share each other's load. And obviously, we're at a point now where, what he's trying to say here is that they have been fitting together beautifully. And what I've been discussing on this channel throughout the, last handful of weeks is how good Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves have been specifically fitting with each other over the past little bit of the season. Austin Reaves has found his role beautifully. LeBron James, he's starting to figure out how to play alongside Luka Doncic. And Luka Doncic, he's the best player, one of the best players in the world, has started to figure out how to play alongside LeBron and Reaves, which is fairly easy to do, but not always the easiest thing. Now, another story from David McMenamin dropped recently. The Lakers play the Wolves in the playoffs this weekend, which means Luka Doncic will be looking to hunt Rudy Gobert in switches once again. This is another key aspect. We'll probably have another video on that for you guys soon, maybe tomorrow before the series, tomorrow morning. They're in a very good spot. And Jackson Hayes was asked about Rudy Gobert, and Jackson Hayes said, he's my man, but I'm not worried. He's not the primary focus, which is throwing out shade for Rudy Gobert. He is not going to be a worry on offense. Like, if Rudy Gobert puts up 30 points, then let it be. It's never going to happen. But the Lakers are going to find ways to abuse Rudy Gobert in the pick and roll, even though he's a fantastic defender. They're going to find ways to abuse them with speed, the small ball, transition, all these different things. We see a report from Jovan Buha here. Adding Luka gave this group a true belief that they could win a championship this year, and it super changed that. And describes Luka as a top 3 player in the world. Regardless of all this, the Lakers are in a fantastic spot. They're in an excellent mind space and headspace going forward. And most importantly, they're going to hopefully be able to suffocate the Minnesota Timberwolves with their offense. They have nobody who can guard Luka Doncic. You can say, Dylan McDaniels. I don't think anybody in the world can guard Luka Doncic, let alone LeBron James, let alone Austin Reaves having the best season of his career. You have Dorian Finney-Smith. You have all these guys. And Mike Conley can be abused defensively as well. The team is in a fantastic spot. If you are excited, ladies and gentlemen, for this series to start, of course, it'll be tomorrow. We'll have, videos going all the way through. We also might have, stay tuned, we might have a watch-along live stream for the game tomorrow, so you can tune in and watch us while the Lakers are playing. So watch-along live stream. Stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out, but it is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Behind the scenes, the Lakers are locked in. Everyone is ready to go. And man, oh man, is this an exciting time to be a Los Angeles Lakers fan. Let me know down below what your series prediction is. Mine is Lakers in 5. I think they're going to come out absolutely firing. Luka Doncic is going to ride. Lakers are going to the chip. They are going to the chip. This all starts tomorrow afternoon. Cheers.